Welcome back to Chaos Corner. It's your old buddy, the Guardian of Chaos, Big Daddy. And I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Coming to you live to tape from the lounge in Chaos headquarters for a special edition of Chaos Corner. Fans, you're not going to want to miss this one. It is AEW Forbidden Door. It's early on a Monday morning, and I'm here for a full review as we watch it as a live watch along, live to tape watch along. You guys get it. I'm live, but I am taping this. But you guys understand. I watched the full show last night, the full almost 5 hours from 0 hour to the main event. And what a banger, as the kids say, Forbidden Door was. It was full of surprises. On a scale from 0 to 10, I'll probably give it an 8. Somewhere around there, a solid B, maybe a B plus, because it was one for the ages. And not only did I watch it last night and then go and moderate on Off the Script with JD and Jesse to cover Forbidden Door, I'm here today, early Monday morning, the fallout afterwards, to review the whole show. Now, we're going to break it up into segments. I'm not going to cover 0 hour here and the 3 or 4 matches that were on there. We're going to go right to the main card, from pillar to post and coast to coast and border to border here on Chaos Corner. It's me, it's the GOC, and we're starting live. Forbidden Door. Well, live to tape, and we're in the lounge so we could watch it on the big screen TV. Last night was an unbelievable show for Forbidden Door. Now, this is Forbidden Door 2. Toronto, Ontario, Canada, in the Scotiabank Arena. I believe there were 14 or 15,000 people. So stay here as I jump off all the other social media platforms and come back to Guardian of Chaos on the YouTube channel, the mothership. Follow me on all those other social media platforms and come on back. Forbidden Door with Chaos. All right, fans, we open up hot. As you watched it last night, you knew the first match was going to be for the AEW World Heavyweight title. And of course, Iron Will Hiroshi Tanahashi takes on MJF. That's right, the Triple B, the BBB, the devil himself. I don't like to say that, but you guys get it with MJF. And should he even have been on Forbidden Door? Honestly, I get it. It's once a year. It's New Japan Wrestling versus the AEW, or AEW versus New Japan. But is and should have MJF been on the card last night to face Tanahashi, who's a legend in New Japan? Let's face it, a lot of people came out on the internet, all the geeks, dweebs, pencil necks, complaining about how Tanahashi performed on Dynamite, or was it Collision, I believe. We know he's got the history of the bad knees. The guy's in his middle 40s, late 40s, but he's a legend. Konnichiwa, bitches, over there in Japan. So this is what we're going to start with. Again, I'm going to do this in segments. I'm going to go from match to match. We'll break it up, and then I'll upload it to Guardian of Chaos on the YouTube channel. But here we go. Forbidden Door. No copyrights. Let's not screw with the algorithm. No video will be shown. No copyrighted music will be shown. We're going to go. And how about MJF? New Japan is an indie on the back of his robe last night, wearing that beautiful AEW heavyweight title. This is the way to start a pay-per-view, but you know there's a storyline behind it. And then MJF said he was out of the building before the show was even half over. What an ultimate heel MJF is. Fans, thanks for being here the day after Forbidden Door so we can do this live to tape watch along, because it was a late night. I was probably up till about 2 a.m. Right now it is 8:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time as I'm here to watch the AEW World Championship on the line. And there he is, the dapper yapper, Justin Roberts, my old buddy from the WWZ and the AWA Superstars. And they have the Japanese announcers right there ringside. They have all the different, who is it? Takuro Shibata is the Japanese New Japan announcer for tonight. And also, Kevin Kelly, I'm not sure if Nigel McGuinness is there. I know a sock face Excalibur was around. Taz, he can't be beat. Taz is one of the best. And fans, as I said, we are going to do this in segments. So this is a 4 or 5 hour show. We're going to try to break it up, get some unbelievable content. AEW Forbidden Door. Stick with me. Stay here as I watch MJF, the World Heavyweight Champion at AEW, against Tanahashi to open up Forbidden Door. Let's see if we can get some sound, but no copyrights. And again, guys, thanks for being here. I can't appreciate it enough for you guys to be here for the content in the lounge. Grab a beverage. Grab your breakfast. I have the espresso. I have the agua vase. I just got finished having a Brugger's bagel, man. MJF is in tremendous shape. He's certainly been hitting the weight room. And what a way to start off Forbidden Door. MJF said he was going to be first. This was predicted. This was called. He's the first match. And between 0 Hour and Forbidden Door, I believe in total there was about 14 matches. Chaos Corner, the GOC, Espresso, and MJF. There's the bell. Here we are. What an atmosphere last night in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. MJF right now mocking Tanahashi with the air guitar playing that Tanahashi does when he's over at New Japan. Excuse me, fans. Oh, pardon me, man. Beautiful collar and elbow lockup between Tanahashi and MJF. And Tanahashi throws MJF off like he's yesterday's garbage. And again, playing the air guitar. Here in the recliner in the lounge, fans, don't judge me. I'm just kicking back and relaxing. I didn't get much sleep. I'm going to try to watch. And there's MJF doing the same thing to Tanahashi with the old wiggle wiggle. What an event last night. It really was unbelievable. Forbidden Door. Reversal of side headlocks here. MJF and Tanahashi. Big shoulder block by Tanahashi, and down goes MJF. MJF carried this match last night, but Tanahashi definitely held up his end of the bargain after what we saw over the past week when Tanahashi looked like he was hurting. No disrespect. He's a legend. He's a veteran. Right now, MJF is walking off down the aisle. He's done with this. He didn't want to be here anyway. He shouldn't be here in my mind. This was just thrown together to get Tanahashi in, and I get it. It's a once-a-year show. Forbidden Door. The crowd was live and wild all night for the 4 or 5 hour show. That I will say. MJF now storming back to the ring against Tanahashi. This is going to be, well, I already saw the matches. MJF's asking if he's a coward. He's not a coward, and he's playing the act, man. One of the best grapplers, one of the best heels, one of the best showmen right now in the world of professional wrestling. MJF in the top 3, in my opinion, in the world. And now they shake hands and bow. And then MJF goes for the boot to the midsection, but Tanahashi's one step ahead. Ooh, a little paintbrush across the face. Far side, Tanahashi. MJF goes down to his knees on the canvas and is in the corner. Is there any other wrestler in AEW that sells like MJF does? As he pulls the ref in front of him as Tanahashi rushes into the corner. And beautiful. Grabs him by the front of the trunks. Face first. MJF, Tanahashi throws him. MJF throws Tanahashi face first into the turnbuckle. And some of these matches are going to be tough to call when you do a live-to-tape watch-along. Even though it's the next day after Forbidden Door, MJF just drops Tanahashi over the top rope, abdomen first, with all the craziness and the chaos, pun intended, from this show last night. It's going to be hard to call all these matches move for move, so I'm going to try to sit back, let it breathe, let it marinate, Both men in the middle of the ring right now on the canvas. MJF with a waist lock from behind, but on his knees as both men are on the canvas. And the crowd is lively. I'll give him credit for that. The crowd was lively at Forbidden Door as they showed the panoramic views. Big back elbows by Tanahashi. Far side. Big knee to the abdomen by MJF. And again, MJF with the fingers to the crowd. No offense, not to my audience, not to my crowd. But I wouldn't advise this. If I was in the corner of MJF, not that he needs to be under my tutelage or me as a manager, but you're playing to the crowd. You're giving a legend like Tanahashi time to recover, to shake the cobwebs. That's not what you do if you want to defend your title. Roll up by Tanahashi. 2 count on MJF. Big boot to the midsection by Tanahashi. Far side. Beautiful reversal into an abdominal stretch by MJF. You don't see the abdominal stretch used that often in this day and age. In 2023, here we are, the summer of 2023, June 2023. And using the extra leverage to grab the ropes, MJF to apply that abdominal stretch. That's how you do it. That's how we use a traditional move, and that's why I like MJF style. The guy knows how to wrestle. He knows how to grapple. That's what it's all about. Strong style with New Japan, 2 different styles here. And look at MJF playing the referee like a violin. Still has that abdominal stretch locked in, holding onto the ropes. The ref comes around, he breaks it. Traditional heel moves, classic. That's what you get with MJF. Just as Taz said, I'm a step ahead of everyone, including my old buddy Taz. He's a great wrestler, MJF. One of the best. And you remember the trio in MLW, the Dynasty, with MJF, Richard Holiday, who just made his return to the ring, and Alexander Hammerstone. Talk about 3 of a kind. Ooh, nice hip toss by Tanahashi in reversal to get out of the abdominal stretch. Both grapplers in the middle, slugging it out. Forearm shivers to the jawline. Reversal by MJF. Off the far side, Tanahashi. Big forearm shiver to the jib. And what I do remember about this bout last night as I was watching it live, and we're live now on Monday morning, Tanahashi did a lot of high-risk maneuvers, went up to the top rope more than a handful of times. Okay, and a couple of times lost his footing as I see him jumping up to the second rope right now. Konnichiwa. Oh, a beautiful senton from the second rope. Here's the cover. Only a 2 count. The ref, could you be any more obvious? 1, 2. Could you make it look believable? That's what the whole point is here. Tanahashi over the top rope. And now up to the top rope. Again, a little edgy, a slippery slope. MJF is up fast to cut him off. Fans, thanks for being here. AEW, Forbidden Door, Chaos Corner. From the bunker. Well, actually, from the lounge. I'm not in the bunker. Can't you? Well, you can tell the difference. Much more comfortable up here. Tanahashi pushes MJF off the rope. Here we go. He's going to fly. Tanahashi's going to fly. Konnichiwa, bitches. Here it is. Flying body press. Boom. Hits it perfectly. Tanahashi. Nice maneuver by Tanahashi. No matter what any of you geeks said out there about Tanahashi who are against New Japan or AEW or your WWEers, whatever that means, he showed himself well, better than he did. And I said it a couple of times already throughout the beginning of this broadcast. The first match here on AEW Forbidden Door, and look at MJF a la Ric Flair over the top rope. Runs the ring apron. Up top, Tanahashi has him. Big body slam off the top rope. Down goes MJF. Tanahashi in the corner. Sling blade, sling blade, sling blade. Tanahashi, here's the cover. 2 count. And fans that already know the results, I'm not on here for a spoiler. This is for the people that didn't plunk down their $15 last night and get choked out by cable and pay-per-view to pay for this Forbidden Door, but it was well worth the money. Tanahashi's up on top again. MJF cuts him off. Singing soprano. Even in Japanese, they sing soprano. That's my nutcracker. Tanahashi still on the top turnbuckle. MJF going up to the top himself right now. They spent a lot of time on the top turnbuckles and the top ropes last night in this opening bout in Forbidden Door. MJF hooking him in. What's he going to go for? A superplex here off the top rope? Oh, and MJF hits the superplex. Beautiful maneuver. Shake, rattle, and roll. Tanahashi is quivering, shaking. Put my notes over to the side because I see that my main coon, the beast, the savage Emilio is right here, getting ready to go into business for himself here on Forbidden Door. And so he might be making an appearance here on Chaos Corner. And here he is. Here's the boy. He likes MJF. He's an MJF fan. But he's going into business for himself here on Chaos Corner. He always has to make an appearance. Who do you want, MJF or Tanahashi? Tell me. MJF? Emilio's going for MJF. Listen to the crowd. First one back to his feet is MJF, holding that lower back, the third vertebrae in the lower lumbar region. Going to try to bring him in the hard way. Sets up for... Wait, MJF giving the sign. He got Tanahashi between the ropes. Tanahashi throws him off. Averts the turmoil. Oh, spinning forearm shiver by MJF. Double underhooks, beautiful. I thought he was going to... What's he going to do? Oh, face first. Into his knee, into his left knee. But MJF might have gotten just as the worst of it as Tanahashi. Shoulder breaker, but on his knee, and it looked like Tanahashi got it caught in the jib as well as the shoulder. Forbidden Door, AEW, this is the opening bout. We're almost 17 minutes in here. The boy's going into business for himself. He's going to hang out. And he hung out last night, and he was glued to Forbidden Door last night. He spat on him. What a despicable human being. I mean, I love MJF. I respect him. He's the future, but he just spat on Tanahashi, the legend. With the disgusting look on his face. What a despicable human being. I'm just saying, MJF, you don't spit on somebody. He spat on him. And now he's mocking him, taunting him. And again, I don't agree with this. I don't like this. This is not how you defend the title. This is not how you win the match. This is not how you get the bigger purse. It's not how you do it. Even MJF, what is he, 26, 27 years old? He could use some guidance from the GOC in my over 3 decades as a pro wrestling manager in this damn industry. And now he's just kicking him in the back of the head, bitch slapping him, face mushing him. Tanahashi's starting to fire up. How disrespectful, but MJF, he is the future. He's the champ right now. He shouldn't even have to be facing Tanahashi right now. That's just my opinion. I'm giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly, whether you like it or not. Tanahashi back to his feet. Forearm shiver by MJF. Tanahashi still taking it, rocking and reeling. He's on Queer Street. Another forearm shiver right to the jawline. Tanahashi banging himself in the face. Who does that to fire up? Oh, and a beautiful beak poke to the eye by MJF. One of my favorite maneuvers. And then another finger to the crowd. Not to my crowd. He's just giving it to the crowd there in Toronto, Ontario. They're giving him a tough time. MJF rushes Tanahashi. Tanahashi with the leg whip catches him off. Beautiful leg whip. On that left knee, that when he did the shoulder breaker to MJF hurt. And here we go. Looks like he's going into a version of the Texas Cloverleaf, a.k.a. the Japanese Cloverleaf. Step ahead of you, Taz. I love you, brother. MJF going for the ropes. Tanahashi's going to bring him back to the center of the ring. Still has that Cloverleaf locked in. How do you say Texas Cloverleaf in Japanese? MJF still trying to crawl back, making his way to the ropes. And he gets it. He breaks the hold. That's Ring Awareness 101. MJF could have possibly have won this bout already if he wasn't too busy disrespecting the independent New Japan legend, Tanahashi. MJF's in big trouble right now. Oh, beautiful reversal by MJF on Tanahashi, who looks like he was going for a suplex. Underhook now. MJF went to get him up. No. Reversal again. Once again, another leg whip, but he did it on the upper body. That would be like an alligator whip. Beautiful maneuver. Sling blade off the ropes again by Tanahashi. He loves that sling blade. That must be one of his signature maneuvers from what I've seen over in New Japan. He jumps the top rope. He's going up to the top again. Too many high-risk maneuvers by Tanahashi. MJF sprawled out in the middle of the ring, and here goes Tanahashi again. A little shaky, a little wobbly up there. Goes for a splash. No! MJF with the knees up into the midsection of Tanahashi, but hurts that left knee again. Let's not get crazy. Is that Excalibur or Kevin Kelly? Max may have broken his leg. Let's not get crazy. He landed on his knee. Both men sprawled out in the middle of the ring. Here in Forbidden Door 2. Wow. Went for the five-star frog splash. You know you like it when I get tongue-tied, right? You guys know that, right? That's why you're here. One man, unique, unedited, unscripted, raw dog. No super chats, no Patreon, no paywalls. What you see is what you get out of passion and love. That's what you get on this channel, and I bring you into my home, my lounge, my headquarters, my bunker. MJF's out of the ring. He's grabbing the BBB. He's grabbing the heavyweight title. Tanahashi in the middle of the ring. MJF sliding back in with the belt. What's he going to do? Fans, what's he going to do here? And the ref cuts him off and grabs the belt. Both of them going back and forth. Now the ref is distracted. Tanahashi from behind. Fruit roll up. There it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perhaps a 6 count on MJF. MJF kicks up on 2. He had him right there if the ref was in position and wasn't distracted with that belt. Tanahashi was this close away becoming the AEW heavyweight champion. MJF from behind. Oh, and he's got that diamond ring. Pushes the Tanahashi into the ref. Hits him with the diamond ring. Here we go. 3. Put it in the books. There's the winner. MJF defends the AEW heavyweight title at Forbidden Door against Tanahashi. He pushed Tanahashi into the ref. Distracted. Took out that diamond ring. Dynamite diamond ring, triple D, triple B, bink! Down goes Tanahashi by hook or by crook. MJF retains the AEW heavyweight title at Forbidden Door. Shouldn't have even been there, but we'll take the victory. Fans, don't go anywhere. We're just getting started here on Chaos Corner from the lounge on a Monday morning. You're not going to want to miss this one. Oh, come on back, man. It's hot. It's humid. It's overcast. You wouldn't want to be anywhere else but Chaos Corner. Come on back. We're just getting started.